Hey guys, what is up? And welcome to round number 5 of the PPG Presents Dragon Ball Super Card Game National Championship Qualifier here at beautiful Orlando, Florida. I'm joined with maybe one of the best commentators in the whole world, David Fujimara. David, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I'm doing good. We got another
Another
matchup
barn
for you.
burner.
I mean,
Is that like a thing? Another whiskle diddle. I don't know. I'm trying to think of words. We have Nash Bim on the left playing androids. Never seen him before. Actually, last round we saw them, and they were pretty freaking awesome looking. And on the right, we have our man, Eric Christensen, playing Baby Vegeta. So that's pretty sick. Records, undefeated. Both players are undefeated.
going 4-0 in the round. So
4-0, pretty good. So I think, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that if you are 4-0 at this point, you probably get your national qualifier, right?
You could tank.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
would
I mean,
You might bubble out, but yeah, like with how many people here already have their
them,
invites.
And your strength of schedule is going to be pretty high.
Yeah, you're. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll agree. I'll agree with that. So.
Well, Nash showing that he has viral replication in his deck, using it as energy.
Mm-hmm. We have
2 of his energy is Cell. That's not good.
So he has 2 viral replications in his deck, so we still might be able to see one. He is also running the Anilaza, just like our last match.
I'll tell you what, androids seriously get some scary support next set.
Yeah,
Some scary stuff they can do.
they get some pretty neat stuff.
Yeah, I've heard tells of android decks without running Cell Chain. That sounds scary. They get a freaking 2-drop, 2-drop 20k that you have to attack.
I see people running 17-liter and Cellus decks now.
Hmm?
There are some Android 17 Android decks with Cell now.
Mm-hmm.
Those don't seem very good right now, right? But I could see them being very good post set 5. However, I will say this: the 18, Deadly Defender 18, 2-drop 20k, and then on your opponent's turns at 15k, you have to attack. And once you're at 4 life, she goes back up to 20k.
Yeah, that card is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, especially for 2 energy.
Yeah, for 2 energy, 25k attacker.
How many 7-drops does Nash run in his deck? Is it 4? I don't know.
Let's take a look. See, 4. Yep, pretty standard.
It's possible that these 2 7-drops are in his life.
Yeah, he could have him in his life, and he might just.
He should look through his deck. Yeah, please look through.
Oh.
Please look through your deck and make sure that your 7-drops are in there before you continue to go up the chain.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
We saw one.
Yeah, we saw one. Okay.
He only has 1 though,
Yeah,
so
one's
1
in
is
life.
in life.
Yeah.
1 is in life, so he could get really unlucky here and draw it.
That's true.
I've done that.
Yeah, that's happened. That's the thing that happens.
This is part of my hatred for this deck, because whenever I play it,
Let's see. Here it goes. His draw.
it's just drawing all the 7s.
Oh man. Nash gets away with one.
Mm-hmm. But he has triple Toa in hand. That's
It's pretty annoying.
if he can chain those one after another, it could be bad news for Mr. Eric Christensen. So Eric Christensen undefeated with Baby Vegeta. How do you feel about that?
I think that's pretty good. I think Baby Vegeta is actually a pretty powerful leader. It's something that I've played against a lot in set 5, and it's just pretty disgusting. It has a lot of defensive tools. Also has a lot of offensive tools. Mm-hmm. I like that. I like leaders that can do that. I like leaders that have the ability to stall the game out. Like they have the ability to be like, I don't want to die. It's especially good whenever you need to draw into something. Mm-hmm. Because it gives you multiple turns to draw into something good, especially in this game because you draw so many cards a turn.
Agreed. That
if you don't have something and you can stall the game out for like 2 turns or so, you can draw something very quick. Yes, Eric is absolutely a fantastic player.
Yeah, he's
Somewhat new to Dragon Ball, by the way, but still
Yeah,
a fantastic
Yeah,
player.
new to Dragon Ball, but notably the last regional he
Did very well. He's
placed top cut with Jackie Chun. And I want to say the regional before that, he also
yeah.
placed
No,
top cut.
Yeah, in Yu-Gi-Oh, he was one of the top American players easily. Very, very good player.
So something to note about Eric's deck is he's playing some spicy cards. He's got a couple of copies of Baby Subdual. So
That's not true. Lincoln 7801. You can actually look through the deck because you have a minute to look through your deck. You have 1 minute to look through your deck. That they changed that rule in set 2.
so we might actually see Eric steal this perfect for sell.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
He might have the tools. Baby Subdual plus M2 plus leader ability. That's right there. Also looking at his list, he's got Dusty.
What does he have?
We might see a lightning fast hit.
Oh, I want to see it so bad. Can Eric give us a lightning fast hit that we wanted?
We might get that win that we didn't see. So also noting, just by looking at the energy, he's playing the Champion Pack Vegeta, really great card, and it's another Vegeta for the deck, which is really good. And here we go, going to Value Town with this Gohan, coming right back from that Cell Chain.
No big deal. No big deal.
And what looked like an abysmal turn for Eric just turned back into him climbing his way out. So I'm just looking over the sideboards of these. They're looking the Android player notably has the green bodyguard. So we might see that come in, but maybe not. I would almost say that you would put that in against Vegeta Baby. What do you think, Dusty?
Well, I think Vegeta Baby is not what it's supposed to be called. I think it's supposed to be called Baby Vegeta, and they wrote it backwards. And so now every time I hear it, I think of the Christmas song, Santa Baby, you know that song? And it's frustrating to me. That's where I'm at with it. I'm not sure if that answers your question, but that's how I feel.
Well, in Japanese culture, they switch the first and the last names. So you could probably say it either way, and I'm pretty sure they wouldn't mind.
They'd mind. I think Nash is going to have to get this Gohan off the field. His hand is very discard heavy, which is not going to be effective in any way if Eric keeps this Gohan on the field.
So notably, you can see he got that second copy of Vile Replication, which is pretty unfortunate because that just means he has almost no
his entire
real
energy
targets.
is just targets with his.
Yeah,
he can right now he can only go up to 5.
Yeah, he can only go up to the set 2-5.
Right.
So
Which would get rid of Gohan.
Yeah, which is a way to get rid of Gohan.
it would do it.
Yeah, you need a 3-drop though, and
But I
17 or
think
18.
I think this cell is gonna do a pretty good job of getting rid of that Gohan here, but we'll see. It's got those toys. And the Android.
Do you think he'll attack Cell and the Gohan here?
I think he might lead with Toa and try to get it with that and like nick a card out of his hand. Well,
Okay, 15k into 15k.
he's gonna lead with his leader first.
Draws a 3-drop. Cell, which is a good draw. Let's him go up to the 5.
Let's hope he
He can do an emergency kill if he needs to.
yeah. Oh, he just lets it dies.
I think he had to. There's no way he could protect it against the Cell, so why protect it against the Android, you know?
I mean, he could have comboed with the Videl.
Right, but then
But-
he just attacks it with Cell and kills it, right? So you just wasted a card.
Yeah, I think Eric saw the writing on the wall that his board was just going
Yeah, it's
going
dead.
away no matter what. So he's just speeding up the process and letting it go, which is a good trait for high level players, is knowing when to cut
Cut your losses.
cut the losses. When you know to cut them. So he charges the Baby Subdual. So we won't be seeing a stolen.
To me, Baby Subdual is a
First
spicy
place,
card down the list. I've never seen anyone else run Baby Subdual in the list.
Yeah, at this level, yeah, I've seen a couple at my locals, but those were a little rough.
It costs 4 to play, doesn't it?
3 red, also.
3 red.
Yeah.
Not, not very restrictive is my favorite thing about that card.
Yeah, Eric does play a notable amount of black cards, so that is something.
Well, I think it's because Vegeta Baby has so many defensives. Like it's one of the few decks that can be like a lot more extra heavy than a lot of the other decks.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think you get so much value out of overown cards in those type of decks because your drop is always full.
Yeah.
With cards.
Very true, and you can see he's played 2 of these Supreme Kai of Times back to back.
I love this card, man. Look at the top 3. Get a battle card. It's so good.
This is actually the one that gives 5k to the leader
and
then draw a card.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Always get those 2 mixed up. I think their art looks very similar.
Yeah, pretty much. They came out relatively the same time, and they cost the same, and
Is she from the gift
do
box
similar.
or whatever?
She's from the TP4.
Okay.
She's swinging in with the leader. Gonna make that.
Jeez, that was 20k to 10.
Yep. He's gonna make that really hard for him to combo out
Yeah,
of.
you have to take that hit. There's not much you could do. I mean, you could stop it, but that's such a negative if you do.
And did this Vegeta swing in on anything?
Vegeta.
Did that attack at all this turn?
I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, it got the blocker Krillin?
No, it swung into the android.
Oh, and then he
he
comboed
comboed
out.
over.
Gotcha. Thank you, Geetster.
That's what I'm here for.
There's a guy named Geetster.
You know what? I want to see a card that's called like Taunt. You play it during the battle phase, and your opponent has to combo.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see that. There'd be so many cool things you could do with that card.
It would be kind of hard for them to. Kind of hard for them to do that because everything in the hand is technically a secret area, according to the rules. I mean, I guess you could do that with something on the field. That would be kind of cool. Make them, it must combo with something on the field.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
Or maybe worded something like, look at target player's hand. That player must choose 1 card.
Mm-hmm.
Who's doing better? That's a tough. Right now, I'll give it to Eric. He's higher up in life, and they're about even on cards. And especially after Nash cell chained, you'd expect Eric not to have the size of a hand he does. Not that his hand is massive by any means, but it is pretty massive for him having been cell chained.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But
took
this,
2. Uh-oh.
but this Anilaza is gonna change the whole dynamic of the game right now. So, remember when we were talking about the Anilaza last match? This is really where he starts to shine. Eric's got not a lot of cards in hand.
Eric's at 2 life, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
He's not a lot of cards in hand. Very low on life, and so he's forced to combo to basically, stay in this game, and he's going to be forced to combo to try to push for game as well.
I do see he has a chain attack in hand. I don't know if he's running Zeno in the deck.
He is running chain attack, but I don't believe he's playing the Zeno. see what he's going to do. So 25 going into that 20. This could be dangerous for Nash if he taps out to keep it alive. It might open him up for a blowout.
Freaking, I love this champion pack Vegeta, by the way.
Yeah, it's a really great card.
Red Ribbon Shoulder, no Destiny. I think that'd be so cool.
So here's the thing: if he lets that Anilaza die, then he loses the advantage that he's trying to go for. But if he combos to save it, might be in trouble. I think. Oh, there we go.
He gets the kill of Videl.
That's good. I think that was a good play. I think he either wanted to negate or block with the android. This is the best leader from the new draft box. You're a fan of the Green Goku,
Yeah, I
right?
like Green Goku a lot. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to play with him yet, but I like the Green Goku a lot. I feel like he does so much stuff.
And I've been having fun with the Mono Blue Krillin too.
Yeah, I have played the Mono Blue Krillin. I played, it was Krillin Storm. I played it, and it was fun. It was so good. Vegeta Baby, freaking awesome. Goten's pretty bad. But not because his leader's bad, it's because his support's bad. Like, he doesn't have that. He doesn't have enough spells to go search, or the good extra card to go. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't seem good enough to go search for like a Flying Nimbus, though. But that could be good if you had a bunch of cards that had a lot of utility, like Flying Nimbus.
Yeah, all the other leaders have an effect that like
Matters,
You know,
right?
It snowballs. It's
Right.
like you keep using it, and the more you use it, the better off you are. And Goten is just kind of, you use it once and you're one and done. So these Vegetas are gonna make short order of Nash's board. Now, what was a demand, like it was just looking abysmal for
Swinging
Eric,
his
is
leader into
completely
itself.
changed around.
Look, I mean, here we go. There he goes.
Pair of Vegetas just completely wiped out the board.
Champion Vegeta, pretty good, guys. If you guys didn't know, pretty good guy. Pretty good guy. I think it was 25 into 25, right?
Yeah.
Because it gets a 5K boost when it untaps.
Correct. And let's see how Nash tries to come out of this.
Poor Nash. I mean, literally every one of his cards' energy is Cell.
Yeah, that's
Like,
pretty
it's just-
unfortunate.
It's so unfortunate. I mean,
Oh.
don't get me wrong. Like, you know, Eric has been playing fantastic. I'm just saying, it's just like, it's pretty disheartening whenever.
I don't know. He might have just top decked something real good here. Here it comes.
Does he only get that draw? I mean, does he only get that draw in effect after a Union Absorb?
Yeah, but it's a double strike.
Right.
30K. Discard one. Oh, and he has the Revenge Death Ball. And I'm pretty sure that's game, folks.
It's not game yet, right?
technically, no.
Not technically, but
There's
it's
play thrown board and no card in hand.
yeah. He's got the business.
But he has to give him at least one card, though.
He has to give him yeah.
At least one.
And Nash just scoops.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the right play.
Yeah. just doesn't want to attack, which could be a thing. So Vegeta Baby's gonna just swing in, do his thing, and pass the turn. No, Eric did have a intensifying power Trunks in his hand, and he's failing. He didn't fail to play it. He just doesn't want to play it. I think he wants to save it for the chain attack turn. Any really surprising decks doing well? We did have the Go Tanks from round 1. I believe he was at least 3-0 last round. I don't know where he's sitting at now. We do have Eric with the Vegeta Baby. We have Marcel. Marcel Russell was undefeated with Galactic Emperor Frieza. And we also had a few other interesting decks show up at the top tables. It's pretty diverse meta right now. Nash is going in for crit and went ahead and awakened, so it's gonna try to get as much advantage before as much advantage as he can.
Right, game number 2. Eric Christian, I'll take it, guys. Absolute baller. Fantastic at the game.
I will have to agree. The man tops every event he goes to. All right, and Eric's going to go ahead and just swing with the leader and pass. So
Vegeta Baby has a draw when he does that, right?
he has a draw.
Yeah, I thought so.
When he attacks the leader, draw a card. Nash went ahead and sided in Android 13s.
Android 13s, huh?
Is it 13s? Android 14. It's the combo one. When you combo, your opponent chooses a battle card and discards it.
Okay.
He's got 2 of them in hand. These will hopefully do short work of those Champion Pack Vegetas that were giving him trouble last game. Why didn't he kill the Gohan with his leader reel? I'm assuming he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to put the cards in hand to help fuel Nash when he goes for the cell chain. Little does he know, Nash doesn't have the pieces quite assembled. Voltron is not ready.
Nash is having a little bit of trouble with his cell chain this series, huh? Like, I feel like it's either all in his energy or he doesn't have it at all.
Yep, that is the one downside of the deck. You can just lose to yourself sometimes.
Is he hoping that he draws it off the 5-drop here?
I'm thinking so.
All right, here we go.
Or maybe he does have it. I could be completely wrong.
He has a 7-drop.
Oh, he does have it. My
Nice.
apologies.
Nice.
So I think he's going straight to 7 instead of swinging because he's afraid of the double death ball. That would be pretty unfortunate.
Devil Death Ball.
Double.
And I believe he kept chains in a.
All right, so Eric's Eric's got the intensifying power for the Chain Zeno turn 3. Let's see if he can bring it all together here. It's gonna be kind of rough with Nash making him discard multiple cards. Brings Eric down to 2.
Well, I'll tell you.
So he has the chain attack and the Zeno. He just doesn't have intensifying power anymore. So Gohan's gonna let him drop to 5 cards.
Not too big of a deal when you're playing against the old androids. Be able to draw up to 5. Don't mind it. Pretty good. And not to mention just pressure your opponent with a critical card. Let's see what Nash decides to do.
Alrighty, well he has a Toa and a Super 16 in hand. Let's see if Nash can keep the hand destruction going.
Well, Eric's setting at 4 life. He has a double striker in play, plus his leader attack. By looking at his hand, it doesn't really look like he has a way to win here. Okay, discard a card.
Pitch the hit.
That 4-drop android's so sick.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Toa's here.
Toa.
Eric discounted down. So Eric has to be really careful here. If he lets this Toa get through, he could spell disaster.
All right, there it is. 4-drop. 17. Pretty big card. Now it's a 25k barrier blocker. It's a KO something when it comes into play. Pretty good. For 4 energy. Actually, 3 energy.
3.
Yeah, not bad. I'll pay 3 energy for a 25k barrier blocker that kills something when it comes into play. Why not?
No wonder TP2 Gohan is worth nothing.
Yeah. He used to be so good, so you used to play him in
yeah.
every deck. You played him in androids.
Uh-huh. The power creep is real in this game. Chain Zeno. Here we go. Breathe some relief for Eric. Clear that board. And start both of them off at 5 cards. Now this is a little dangerous for Nash because we haven't seen a whole lot of his cell pieces. And if he starts drawing them all right now, disaster.
Not the best thing that could happen.
Not
too
the worst.
He drew the 7-drop, though,
He
of
drew
course.
one.
That's good energy next
Yeah,
time.
he drew one. He did get an Anilaza and Android.
Jake Campbell asking, why do you think androids are still good?
Just the cell chain is an effect that can't really be power creeped. It's just, it does what it does, and as long as there's Android 17s and 18s that don't suck, it'll continue to do its thing.
Now, do y'all think it was the right play for Eric to chain Zeno there, leaving himself completely tapped out?
Yes.
Considering the board state, probably. His hand was looking not too fabulous either. So, this is definitely looking at least a little bit better for Eric.
One thing I like
think
about
it's
Trunks,
2 life and a heartbeat.
Trunks Lee, I like that he can cycle Zeno. If you draw too many of them, you can just combo
Yeah.
Zeno and draw a card. I wish there was more ways to take advantage of Zeno whenever you draw too many of them. Though that's the one balancing factor of the card, so I think it's fine.
I really liked him in Trunks because even though it is 0 combo, you could combo and draw a card.
Yeah, I just said that.
Oh, well.
That's what I was talking about. But thank you for echoing my statement.
Yeah. If anyone was ever brave enough to make a Hercule deck with Chain Zeno, you could definitely cycle a Zeno as well. This is not looking good for Eric right now. But if Nash fails to capitalize on this, don't know if Nash can live in the next turn.
Nash at 1 life. Eric at 3, though. Both players getting pretty vulnerable. Nash needs to capture a fairy in a bottle if he wants to survive. He's beeping right now. Eliza.
Alrighty. Alright, so this is good. It's forcing him to combo to this is probably like the right amount of combo to make Eric either take it, which puts him in kill range, or take it to put him in kill range, or combo out to put Eric at a not as threatening hand size.
Okay, Nash. Coming up there pretty high. Eric's still with quite a few cards in hand, though.
Yeah. Any 10Ks in Eric's hand are just completely dead.
Right.
So he does play extra cards, so you would have to imagine a decent amount of his hand might just be completely dead.
And Eliza coming up for the double. It's the last 2 life, so if this doesn't get negated.
So Eric's completely tapped out, so there's no way for him to combo. So 40k double on Eliza, and that's game. Harudegarn versus Trunks as the leader. All right, so Eric's going to lead with the M2.
Uh-oh.
So Nash is going to have to be careful with his Gohans because they're just going to instantly go bye-bye.
Okay, what? M2 being very good in this deck.
Correct.
It adds to Vegeta's natural removal, which is really good. It also is very good at cleaning up things that give Vegeta annoyances, like cheap one cost attackers plus free blockers, things like that.
It's going to take care of his Krillins.
Yep.
It goes up to 10k on the front side and 15k on the back side.
Not bad.
Yeah. And it stays around after Chain Zeno, which is huge. Huge.
So I just did a gander through some of the top tables. There's still a Pan out there undefeated, and a Trunks, but one-offs, not flooded like some past regions.
Right.
So surprisingly enough, he didn't activate M2 for that swing.
Saving it.
Which is it's kind of odd, but who knows what's going through Eric's mind right now. All right, so
Takes the
we're Nash awakens. Eric crits the Trunks.
Draws 2 5-drop cells off that Awaken. Thank you. Man, I don't think I've ever seen someone draw so many cells.
You haven't seen me play androids.
I have not. That's a true statement.
I am notorious for drawing all my 5-drops and all my 7-drops.
What if is that one card just unplayable in the deck? The one it's like you can choose a card in your hand and shuffle it back in your deck.
Not
and then
anymore.
draw a card.
Not anymore, because I feel like the format's slowed down enough where the format's slowed down enough where you can sneak in a combo like that, and Cell doesn't really do anything, or Androids doesn't really do anything turn 1 or 2 outside of Gohan anyways.
Okay.
So I mean, I feel like it could be in the deck. The problem is finding the space. I think the deck list is pretty tight as is. So finding more space for security like that is
Eric with the
gonna be
Haru. How frustrating. How frustrating that card is.
I think just Nash has to take it.
You think so?
He could combo a 10k, but I don't know if he wants to.
Oh, that's a good hit for Eric.
Mm-hmm.
That's one less discard, which could matter. I feel like both all-ins have been pretty close.
Yeah, both of them came down pretty much to the last combo. Welch says it could play 10Ks. It could play Obunai, but it conflicts with how many 10Ks are in the deck naturally. And one thing to note, though, is that the Obuni puts the 10Ks back into the deck, so it would kind of help with that situation. But yeah, a blue package. Yeah, that's a lot of cards to dedicate just to play the Obuni. I feel like the deck could play a few, just standalone. But finding space for a whole 4 is going to be kind of tough.
Here goes Cell.
And he definitely does have the chain, so we'll see how he goes about this. I'm almost 100% sure he's going to destroy the Haru. Unless he could go for a Cronoa and just swing into the Haru. Who do you think will win the round? It's been a close games. This is gonna definitely be down to the wire. No biter. So we opted to just destroy the Haru, so we might see a leader swing with the cell. But again, he's leaving the 2 red open for that double death ball, which could really screw Nash over. So the right play probably is to just evolve. So I think he left an Unending Awakening and 2 other cards in hand. We're going to see 1 with Toa here. So there goes the Unending. And he just passes. I think that's the right play here. He just wants to keep the advantage going. And he goes for the Chain Zeno. That was the last 2 cards he had. Oh. Uh-oh. We need to, Does he know?
What happened?
He almost shuffled his energy into his deck. They gotta figure it out?
We're fine.
Okay. So Eric looking really good right now. He is tapped out, but he's going to be definitely getting some advantage off of M2 in the leader. Nash with a pretty bad looking hand. That's a Mass Saiyan, which can blow up nothing, and 2 cells, a 5 and a 7. So that's 3 10Ks that are just not going to be doing much. He might be able to find, if he finds a 3-drop cell, he might be able to pull something off here.
All right, guys, sorry about that. I'm trying to work on the lag here. We'll see if we can figure out. You guys have said there's been a little bit of lag. It looks like it's clearing up, but I'm seeing if I can fix it here real quick. I'm sorry. We're taking a look at it. We apologize. I know we will have a better internet tomorrow. George has been working with the people here in the convention hall to fix that problem. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
So Nash is in a weird situation where does he play the androids or does he keep them for the chain? And looks like he's going for the he's going to just play him out.
I'll check for you, Jay. I'll check. Right now, George is talking to a couple employees, but as soon as he gets done, I'll ask him, and then I'll report back before the end of this match. I'm not sure. I think around the same time this did, but it might be earlier, it might be later. I'm not sure. They have an extension. I don't think this will go to time, actually. I think this will be over before.
Yeah. I completely agree.
It's 5-4 and kind of like getting near the end here. Like time procedures are turns, 0, 1, 2, 3. However, there's a 10-minute time limit on turns, so you cannot go over 10 minutes. If you go over 10 minutes, then it's just a draw.
Yeah, and they're strictly enforcing slow play during turns. So the floor jizzers have been doing a fantastic job this evening, making sure the pace of the tournament is going smoothly and quickly. And it looks like we're gonna get through these next few rounds pretty fast. So Nash uses the 17's activate main to put the sister in play. Let's see what Nash goes for. And he found the 3-drop cell. Oh boy.
The question is, can he survive to get to it?
Well, my thinking with his turn is he had the 17 and 18 in hand, and I was wondering why he didn't just swing with the leader first to lead to see that next card. And I definitely think like if he had done that and got the 3-drop before, he might have changed his play. Unless he has all his 5-drops already, which I'm pretty sure he has at least the vial ones, the vial cells. Their toe is coming down. So we're going to see a big turn from Eric here, I'm predicting. He has leader at 4, so he hasn't awakened, so he has the potential to drop quite a few cards here, and he's going to take full advantage of the Haru Haru. So here we go with the hit. So I am thinking that Nash hit a little bump in his plans, not swinging with that leader first. Eric would definitely not be getting over on him like he is right now. Getting over on him like he is right now. right, so he comboed out of the first one, and he took the second one. He's putting him to nothing, and I think Eric just has way too much combo right now for this hit not to go through. I think this is game. And that does it, folks. Eric Christensen taking the game 2-1.